Hi darlings, welcome back and happy first day of spring here in the UK. Today is officially the start of spring, and to celebrate I've got a collection of my favourite pieces, whether that's lifestyle or beauty, to share with you today. So I guess you could say the things that I can't live without throughout the spring season. I talk a lot about fashion here on my channel, and some of these things do tend to go by a little bit unnoticed, but they are things that I use and love every single day. So I thought I would share with you a bit of a seasonal favourites video. Everything that I mention will, as always, be linked down below, so if you'd like to pick up any of these pieces, or you just want a little bit more information, if I've forgotten to mention the price or anything like that, then they'll all be linked down below, so you can just open up the description box to find out more. If you're just tuning in for today's video, then hello and welcome. You have joined during the Fashion Mumblr spring edit. So this week, every single day, to celebrate the start of spring, there is going to be a new video. So 7 days of back-to-back videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those, then please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you like it and appreciate all the newness coming your way. After the spring edit, we'll be going back to 3 style videos every single week. So without further ado, let's get started. And I wanted to share with you an accessory which you guys may have seen in previous videos, particularly if you watch my vlogs, and it is my giant Valentino bag. I knew as soon as I saw this on Net-a-Porter that I would get so much use out of this, because I tend to carry around multiple bags with me. One bag which is usually quite a small bag, like my Chloe Tess or my Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis, and that's got things like my purse, my vlogging camera and my phone in it. But then more often than not, I do have a lot of extra things I need to cart around with me for the day. That could be my big camera, or perhaps I've been to the gym that morning, or maybe my laptop and charger and things like that. And so all of my additional bits very easily fit in here, and I have used this at least 3 or 4 times every week since I got this. For example, yesterday Charlie and I went to a really intense workout class in the morning, and then we went out for lunch together, so I put my change of clothes in here. And because it's so huge, yes, you can be very tempted to fill it up, but it's just so incredibly practical. The strap is long enough to put over the shoulder, so if it is heavy, then I can just pop it over the shoulder. I mean, I'm quite a small person, so this bag really does engulf me a little bit, but I love it. When we went to the Maldives last month, I used this as my hand luggage. I wasn't quite ready to use it as a beach bag, but I think come our next summer holiday I probably will use it more as a beach bag as well. So I'd have to include this as one of my spring favourites because I've got so much use out of it, and it is Valentino, so it was a pricey purchase, but one that I'm determined to get a lot of price per wear out of. I'm going to really hop around between more accessory and beauty favourites to more lifestyle favourites. There's going to be a real mix in this video. Moving from a Valentino handbag, my next spring favourite is actually a cleaning product. So not necessarily this product in particular, but this brand. I actually saw these on Instagram. They're called Tincture, and tincture is in like a little pot of, I always think of tinctures as like little potions that you pop in your coffee and things like that, little home remedies. But this brand is a really great brand if you're into more toxic-free, slightly more natural home cleaning products. Apparently where we come into contact with pollution the most is in our very own homes, and that's because we often use really strong chemicals when it comes to cleaning, and our beauty routine can often include really strong chemicals as well. So I'm trying to reduce chemicals in as many areas of my lifestyle as possible. So this brand Tincture, I've got the little mini all-purpose cleaner here. It's the easiest one to show you. The brand have these minis which I think are really good if you are traveling. So next time we go abroad, I'll be taking these with me. We're also going for a few UK breaks in the next few weeks, so these are just really easy to take along with you. If you're a little bit, I don't want to say OCD, but if you're a little bit OTT on your cleaning routines, then these minis are great. But the brand as a whole, toxic-free cleaning products which actually have botanical oils at the core of the solution. They smell really good, they're very effective, and you're not putting any nasties in your home. So this brand I've been very excited to be trying out and using at home, and I am absolutely loving them. A brand that I mention quite a lot on my Instagram stories is Slip, and Slip have some really beautiful silky items, but my favourites have to be their giant hair scrunchies, especially now that I've had my hair cut. I'm one of these people that can't actually bear to have my hair down. Pretty much the only times when I have my hair down is when I'm filming or taking photos. The rest of the time I like to scrape it up into a bun or a high ponytail. So these big silky hair bubbles from Slip are my best friend pretty much, and I love the pack which contains this champagne-y colour colour and this pink coloured bobble. Because they are silk, they're really gentle on the hair, they don't leave any nasty kinks. So if, for example, last week when it was so windy in the UK, I was tying my hair up in a bun to get to my meetings and then pulling it out, and you never get any snags or things like that. So I have been using these pretty much on a daily basis, and I nearly always have one either on my wrist, in my hair, or in my handbag. The only times when these aren't ideal is when you're on holiday. When we were in the Maldives last month, I would use my Invisibobbles instead, because I wouldn't really want to get seawater on these beautiful bobbles, because as you can see, they are just the most gorgeous silky material. Speaking of hair, I have been obsessed with hair accessories lately, as many of you will know if you follow me on Instagram or have just seen previous style videos here on my channel. I do absolutely love hair clips, including this pearl one, and I find that Etsy is the best place to buy hair accessories. They can be really expensive, whether that's on premium retailers like Net-a-Porter or places like Anthropologie, but I find that Etsy is a really good place to buy hair accessories. So I have been loving little pearl hair clips, and then you might have spotted me clutching my pink headband as well. This one arrived about a week ago and I have been wearing this so much. Like I said with the hair bobbles, me not liking having my hair down, this is really great because it enables me to have my hair down but not in my face. So last Sunday, Charlie and I went out for a Sunday roast, and usually I would have to tie my hair up to eat, especially something that I really want to get stuck into like a roast. Whereas this, I was able to just push my hair off my face and look really cute as well. So I've been very much enjoying the trend for hair accessories this spring. Next is another of my slightly more random favourites, and it is the Oatley oat milk drink, in particular this grey one. So I have been trying to cut out dairy, not for any particular diet reason. I mean, I have heard quite a few people saying that it really helps with their skin and bloating. Personally, I do find that limiting my dairy does help with bloating or not bloating, so I have been trying to replace normal cow's milk with oat milk where possible, and I absolutely love it in my coffee. So I make myself a coffee pretty much every single morning and every afternoon. We have an espresso machine, and I use this particular milk to froth up and create a lovely latte at home, and I absolutely love how this tastes. This tastes just as good, if not better, than the coffee that I get from Gales, so it's saving me a lot of money as well making it at home. I've tried quite a few different milk alternatives, but this one is my absolute favourite. So if you've not tried an oat milk latte before, then I definitely recommend picking this one up and giving it a try. Speaking of coffees, another spring favourite has to be my reusable coffee cups. I have quite a few. This one is my current favourite because it is so gorgeous. The brand is called Sol, and I got this from Anthropologie. I will leave it linked down below. You can get this size, you can get one slightly smaller, and I think there are two sizes bigger than this as well. I would say with this particular size, when you hand it to a barista, you are obviously getting quite a small coffee, whereas if you give them a bigger reusable cup, you tend to get a bigger coffee for the same price. So that's a little top tip there. But to be honest, coffees any bigger than this, I tend to let them get cold without finishing them, so this for me is the perfect size. This one is dishwasher safe as well, so it's really easy to clean. I just pop it in my handbag when I finish my coffee. A couple of people have actually asked me how I don't get coffee in the bottom of my handbag, so obviously I will tip away any remainder of any cold coffee, and then I'll usually just go to a bathroom in a nearby cafe or wherever I am that time, flush it out with clean water so that I'm not getting any coffee in the bottom of my handbag, but then I will pop it in the dishwasher when I get home. So this is saving me from using lots of single-use coffee cups when I'm out and about. I have a couple of hand-related beauty favourites next, and hands I think are an area which a lot of us don't give enough attention to. We spend so much time and money and effort on keeping our faces looking young and fresh and anti-aging products being used on our faces, but how often do we really care for our hands? And actually our hands are an area that do show signs of aging, and they're always on display, so I've been paying a lot more attention to caring for my hands lately. A brand that I absolutely love for cleansing, you guys know how much I love the Cleanse and Polish, but their hand cleanser is equally as lovely to use. This has got lots of lovely botanical oils in there, including essential oils of sweet orange and patchouli, so as you can imagine it smells amazing. So a lovely, very pampering and beautifully scented hand washing experience. I also love the hand balm in this collection too. And then something new this month is the La Mer Rejuvenating Hand Serum. If you are concerned with anti-aging for your hands, this is a wonder product. It's quite a strong serum. I wouldn't recommend putting it on both sides of your hands. What I would recommend doing is putting a pump on the back of your hands, and then what I like to do is press the two backs of my hands together and rub it in, because it could be a little bit greasy to use on the front of your hands because it is like a serum. So when I put my serum on my face in the mornings, I also put my serum on my hands. La Mer is a brand that I feel like we all know and trust when it comes to skincare on our faces. The ingredients that La Mer use are known for nourishing and calming the skin, as well as having those amazing anti-aging properties, and my hands feel brilliant just after I put it on, and hopefully they will stop my hands from aging, I guess. It is a rejuvenating anti-aging hand serum, and then I will pop my usual hand cream on after this has sunk in. This is also the time of year when I step up my tanning routine, and I tend to just really mix it up when it comes to what I'm using on my body. I use Vita Liberata, Loving Tan, Saint Tropez, loads of different ones, but one that I keep going back to for my face and my hands, so areas that I don't use my body tan for, is the Saint Tropez Self Tan Purity Mist. I've heard really good things about all the products from this range, but this mist I think is brilliant, especially for my face and my hands. So when I have got cleansed skin, I'll just mist this on my face and then also mist it on the backs of my hands, because obviously I wash my hands after applying fake tan to my body and I don't want them to be paler than my body. So I just do a bit of as though I'm holding a grapefruit, and mist this over my hands, and it's such a lovely natural colour, doesn't have any horrible smell, doesn't have a guide colour either, so if you do want to go straight out after applying it, then it's really, really lovely, and I'm just very impressed with the colour that this is giving me. So this is my current favourite tan when it comes to my face and my hands. Another random favourite within the kind of eco category, not my Chloe dust bag, but what is inside it. I actually had so many funny comments when I featured this on my Instagram stories. Basically, the favourite is actually my reusable cutlery, which I've been getting so much use out of, but I got very excited when I unboxed my new Chloe sandals, because I saw that the sandals came with these little Chloe dust bags, and I thought, what an amazing way to keep my cutlery clean and safe in my handbag. But when I put up my Instagram stories, a lot of you thought that I had bought Chloe cutlery, and even I'm not quite that bonkers, but yeah, I thought that was quite funny. So this little cutlery set is great for if I'm out and about, maybe I've got some fish and chips or a soup or something and I don't want to use disposable cutlery. It is a knife, fork and spoon set in this beautiful pink colour. It's also quite fun to hand this to people and try and get them to figure out how to put it back together again. It is very challenging, but if like me you are on a mission to reduce the things that you use as single-use plastics, then this is a really great thing to keep in your handbag. Back to beauty, and I have been introducing the Sunday Riley A+ high dose retinoid serum into my evening skincare routine. I have regular facials with Lisa Franklin, and she noticed that my skin often gets quite congested and I do have some signs of UV damage, so she recommended that I try to incorporate a product like this into my skincare routine. I started off by using this every 3 days and now I'm on to every other day, and I swear this is making my skin looking so much brighter and fresher. I've already noticed such a difference in this, and I think it's only going to be more noticeable as I use it more. Now I'm afraid I'm not very good at knowing the science behind these creams, but a retinoid cream is an alternative to a retinol. I believe it's more micro encapsulated. It's great if you're maybe a little bit too sensitive to use a retinol cream but you still want the anti-aging and skin clarifying effects. It says this is great for the appearance of anti-aging or damaged skin, with rare Hawaiian white honey, cactus extract and ginger to balance and smooth the skin for the appearance of calmer, even-toned complexion. So that is exactly how I describe my skin after using this for maybe 4 or 5 weeks. So this is a real favourite part of my evening skincare routine. Next are a couple of lip products which I have been absolutely loving. First of all, this incredible balm from Estee Lauder. So Estee Lauder released their Blooming Lip collection, and first of all, the packaging of this is just absolutely stunning. I love the pink casing of this, and it is a lightly tinted lip balm. It looks like this, and it pretty much just brings out the natural pink shade of your lips while nourishing them as well. So I've been using this every morning as I put my foundation on and then popping it in my handbag for top-ups throughout the day. But then if I do want more of a hit of colour, something more intense and more striking, and it's actually what I've got on now, this is a new lip product from Tom Ford. It is their Lip Lacquer Luxe, and I've got the shade 02. This is number 2, the most beautiful brownie nude. I would say this is a liquid version, very similar in shade to my Sable Smoke favourite from Tom Ford, and it's such a lovely long-lasting colour, really comfortable to wear but with an incredible colour payoff. So this is my current favourite, more dramatic lip and everyday lip for spring. And finally, a new season means a new fragrance, and I'm loving the floral notes in the Holy Peony fragrance from Christian Dior. I went to the launch event of this about a month ago, and it was the most beautiful event I think I've ever been to. So many flowers. If my wedding is even a tenth as floral as that event, I'll be a very happy girl. But the whole place smelt incredible because they had been misting this fragrance around there. I would describe this as a very grown-up floral fragrance. I love the packaging. I adore how this looks on my dressing table. I think it's really striking. It has a very satisfying magnetic lid to it as well. As you can imagine from the name, the main note in this is the peony, but I would describe it as quite a musky, grown-up version of a floral scent, and this lasts and lasts and lasts all day long. I'll be having people asking me what perfume I'm wearing, so if you love florals but find a lot of them a little bit too sickly sweet, then give this one a try because it really is so wearable, perfect for a more grown-up floral fragrance. The last thing to mention, which I don't actually have physically, apart from showing you the app on my phone, is to give a huge shout out to ClassPass. I was introduced to this about 4 weeks ago, and I have to say I'm already absolutely obsessed. I've mentioned it quite a few times in my vlogs. If you don't know what ClassPass is, it's basically an app you can download on your phone, or you can visit the website, and once you join ClassPass you have a certain number of credits you can use each month on classes, fitness classes in your area. So on the app, in fact, let me just share a screen with you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is the home screen of the app, and no, this is not sponsored in any way. Let's say I want to do a fitness class this afternoon. I just click find a class. I've got it set up so that it shows you the nearest classes to where you live. So I've got mine location based. I can see all these different classes. That's actually set to tomorrow. These are all the different classes on this evening, and you have a number of credits each month, and you can put these credits towards different classes. So here on the right hand side you can see 6, 7, 9, 11, 8. Each different class has a different number of credits. I think with the basic package you get 25 credits a month, so you can use 4 or 5 different classes, and it's a great way of trying out and discovering new studios near where you live. There are so many studios within walking distance of where we live. I had never tried before downloading ClassPass. It's just super easy, and it's inspiring me to work out more, so that is a huge bonus. I will leave a link where you can get £40 off your first month, so basically your first month, so like 4 or 5 fitness classes for free, and it works in loads of major cities including New York, loads of different US cities as well as here in the UK, so definitely give it a try if you're looking to spice up your fitness routine. So those are the things that I have been loving for the start of spring. I would love to know what you guys have been loving as well, whether it's a lifestyle favourite or a beauty favourite. Let me know down in the comments section below. And that is all from me for today. I hope you've had a magical first day of spring. Tomorrow we're back with another style video, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.